The president said Nigeria is on the path of reconstruction and renewal, noting that the economic reforms introduced by his administration through challenging are already producing productive results. According to him, the sacrifices made over the past 3 years have helped stabilize the economy, attract investments, and create opportunities for growth and job creation. He affirmed in his administration's commitments to investing in security, infrastructure, agriculture, and human capital development to build a peaceful and prosperous Nigeria. The president wishes all Muslims a peaceful, joyous, and blessed Eid al-Kabir celebration, praying for Allah's continued blessings on the nation. As Muslims prepare for Eid al-Kabir, rising prices of rams and food items are becoming a major concern for families in Abuja. While traders blame inflation and transportation costs, buyers say the economic situation is making Salah preparations difficult. ADBN's correspondent Lara Moyer visited a major ram and food market in the national capital and reports.
Inside this ram market in Abuja, traders wait patiently for customers ahead of Eid al-Kabir, a major Muslim celebration centered on sacrifice, prayer, and sharing with loved ones and the less privileged. For many Muslim families, buying a ram is an important part of the celebration. But this year, some traders who traveled from northern Nigeria to Abuja say patronage has been lower.
We should be fair to one another. If you buy something for 20,000 and want to sell it for 40,000, this is not good. There should be moderation. The government should also do right thing for the people.
At this market, ram prices range from 300,000 naira to as much as 700,000 naira, depending on the size. While some traders say prices have slightly reduced, many buyers still believe the animals are too expensive. Some buyers were seen moving from one seller to another before eventually walking away.
Last year, we sold rams for about 250,000, but this year, we reduced the price to 200,000, yet there is still no patronage. The same situation is happening across different markets because
some buyers complain that the rising cost of food is making it difficult.
President Bola Tinubu has reassured Nigerian children of his administration's commitment towards an inclusive government where children are prioritized. The president, who was represented by the Minister of Women Affairs and Social Development, Haija Iman Sulaiman Ibrahim, gave the reassurance during the 2026 March past by schools at the Eagle Square in Abuja to mark Children's Day. The president, in his address, said he understands the concern of Nigerian children and will continue to design and implement programs that directly benefit children.
The future is not a distant promise awaiting somewhere ahead. The future is already here, present in every classroom, present in every playground, present in every rural community, present in every internally displaced camp, present in every child living with disability, and present in every young Nigeria whose voice longs to be heard.
The Minister of Federal Capital Territory, Barrister Nyesom Wike, represented by Permanent Secretary FCT, Ms. Asuma Mata, assured the children that they are highly valued in the FCT and highlighted various plans and policies in the interest of the children.
Our mandate is clear: to promote the development, empowerment, and protection of women, children and vulnerable persons across the Federal Capital Territory. We remain committed to our mandate and advancing gender equity, ensuring inclusive education, health care, and safeguarding the rights of every child, including children with disabilities, in accordance with the law, national and international conventions.
Children who spoke to the ADBN crew expressed joy and appreciation at being celebrated. Others spoke on some of the challenges facing Nigerian children.
There's this joy and happiness you feel being celebrated as a child, because many people are not really celebrated across other parts of the world. So it's actually a privilege to be celebrated, to have a day to celebrate children in Nigeria.
The ability for them to have the capacity to go to school, and some of them lack of education causes it. That's why some of them are on the road.
It feels good, and I'm very excited. I saw different people here and different things there, and the way they march, I really like it.
The theme of the 2026 Children's Day celebration is Future Now, promoting inclusion for every Nigerian child. Children across Nigeria are celebrating Children's Day amid calls for greater commitment towards child welfare, education, protection, and inclusion. While the day is often associated with fun activities and colorful displays, stakeholders say the celebration should also draw attention to challenges affecting children and the need to create a better future for them. ADBN correspondent files in this report.
From the bright and neatly ironed uniforms to the acrobatic displays, energetic drum beats by various bands and the sing-song of kids' hunter boots hitting the grass, the 27th of May reminds adults of a time when they were once young. Before now, the 27th of May was a moment of fun and relaxation for children, a time when guardians and parents glow with pride as their children march past with their chests out, beaming with smiles as they take the salute. For some children, it offered an opportunity to meet their local government chairman or governor for the first time, while talents were harnessed with the sporting games. With the current insecurity in the country, the once colorful parade, usually carried out in open places like stadiums that fill the airwaves of radio stations and TV screens, is gradually being replaced by other activities.
Children around the world, across the world, a day to appreciate their uniqueness and a time to have a rethink about how to groom these children, how to nurture them in a responsible way than we are currently doing.
It is called Children and Youth Day celebration. I don't think that it should be the march past in the stadium alone. Children should be engaged, youth should be engaged on that day, not necessarily marching alone, but doing other things, maybe like extracurricular activities like races, football, and other games should also be incorporated into the celebration. If at all, academic work like quiz, debate, or paper presentation by students should also be incorporated into the celebration.
Both private and public, they take their march past to the stadium, and of course a number of them also carry out their traditional dances, and on such days they are actually judged based on their performances, and prizes are given to the first prize, second prize, third prize.
But beyond the fanfare, are the children still enjoying the moment without the stadium tradition?
In my teenagehood now, as I'm a teenager, it feels different because most people feel that I'm more mature. So there are certain things that I can't be doing at this age.
They used to organize parties for those children now. So all of us will go. My father will buy tickets, we will go. But now, I've been boarding in this school since just one. There is nothing special about it, nothing at all. Indeed, they will just give us biscuit and juice. Nothing, no vibe.
They would keep remembering that they will look forward to every 27th May because they know that that's going to be another opportunity to have fun, showcase their talent, and be reminded that they are truly special.
Outside the celebrations, concerns also remain about the realities facing many children in the society. Issues such as child labor, child trafficking, abuse, poverty, and limited access to quality education continue to affect the lives of children, and the frequent abduction might just exacerbate it. For Honorable Itorobong Etim, a child rights advocate and member representing Uruan State constituency, there is a need to strengthen child protection measures and ensure that children are given opportunities to grow in safe environments.
A lot of street children have turned their backs against free education. You understand? It still goes back to training. There are some young people that voluntarily run away from home. It still goes back to training, to guidance, to mentoring. So we are enjoying free education, but a lot of young people are not even taking advantage of the young free education. We have healthcare. A lot of young people are not even making use of it. So it still goes back to even the parent, the guidance, to intentionally guide these young ones to know what is there and what is not there.
While Children's Day remains a day of celebration, the true essence of the day lies in ensuring every child feels safe, valued, and given the opportunity to thrive. As we mark this year's Children's Day, Nigerians pray for a time where insecurity will no longer adulterate the fun of Children's Day, while ensuring that every child feels safe, valued, and given the opportunity to thrive.
Senator Sandy Ono has emerged as the consensus presidential candidate of the Mohammed Abdulham-led People's Democratic Party, PDP, for the 2027 general election. Chairman of the PDP Presidential Primaries Committee and former Benue State Governor Samuel Ortom announced the decision during the collection of presentation of the party's presidential primary results at the party's National Secretariat in Abuja. Speaking on the event, Ortom and the party's chairman, Mohammed Abdulham, said consultations were held with party members across the 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory before the consensus decision was reached.
As directed, we have worked day and night with the 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory to ensure that we arrive at a consensus.
We are here for endorsement because we have only one person aspiring for the office of President come 2027. By God's grace, the PDP are ready, and our men and women are all across the Federation. And inshallah, 2027 will be a great and a success for all.
Following an affirmation by voice votes from members of Coalition Committee representing the states and the FCT, the party's leadership, led by National Secretary Samuel Anyanwu, presented Honor with the certificate of return and the party's flag as its presidential candidate. In his acceptance speech, Honor said that the PDP had overcome the prolonged international crisis that weakened the party in recent years, while positioning himself as a unifying figure for the country ahead of the 2027 elections.
As directed, we have worked day and night with the 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory to ensure that we arrive at a consensus.
We are here for endorsement because we have only one person aspiring for the office of President come 2027. By God's grace, the PDP are ready, and our men and women are all across the Federation. And inshallah, 2027 will be a great and a success for all Nigerians.
Officials of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, including National Commissioners Abdul Zuru and Professor Rado Haba Gumus, monitored the exercise at the party's National Secretariat. You're watching ADBN News at 7. Stay with us for more foreign scenes and sport deck stories after the break.
For your news on the go, ADBN is everywhere you are. Stay connected with us across all our social media and streaming platforms for exclusive news updates, captivating stories, and more. Join the ADBN community today via our various platforms. Anavo TV app, ADBN Channel 121, Niger TV app, ADBN TV, Limexville TV app. To get the latest news straight to your phone, join our WhatsApp TV channel. Just search for ADBN TV and hit the follow button. Turn on your notification to stay updated and never miss any part of the experience. Stay in the conversation with us across social media handles. On X at ADBN TV, Instagram at ADBN TV, Facebook ADBN TV, YouTube ADBN TV. Keep visiting our website on www.adbntv.com. Watch us live anytime, anywhere. ADBN TV, a part of you.
Over now to the foreign news. In Lebanon, many people have been killed after the new Israeli airstrike hits towns and villages in the south of the country. Israel says the strikes are meant to stop Hezbollah from carrying out rockets and drone attacks into northern Israel. Hezbollah has also continued its attacks, saying it is responding to the Israelis' military actions in Lebanon. Buildings, roads, and homes have been destroyed in some areas. Many families have been forced to leave their homes as the bombing continues. Rescue workers and hospitals are struggling to help the injured. World leaders are calling for both sides to stop fighting, but for people living near the borders, fear and uncertainty continues as the violence goes on. In sports news, Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta has been named the Premier League Manager of the season following their title triumph. The Northern London side won their first Premier League crown in 22 years, finishing 7 points above the main rival, Manchester City. Arteta has now been named Manager of the season, beating out the likes of Andoni Iraola of AFC Bournemouth and Regis Lebris of Sunderland AFC, who both guided their sides to European football. He took over Arsenal FC at arguably their lowest point back in December 2019 and has re-established them as a genuine force over his 6.5 years. A remarkably understrength Nigerian national football team took command of Charlotte Athletic Stadium on Tuesday and handed a 2-0 defeat to the Warriors of Zimbabwe national football team in the first finals of the year's Unity Cup. Femi Aziz, who plays for Millwall FC in the English Championship, swiftly puts Nigeria in the lead after only 5 minutes, when he finished off a great team move with a left-footed rocket and the goalkeeper, Siband, could not stop. In the second half, Aziz netted his and Nigeria's second of the night after beating Sibada in the box following another swift team move, with Otele finding Terab Murphy, who then located the Millwall man in the vital area. In Saturday's final at the same venue, the Super Eagles will take on the winner of Wednesday's second semi-finals between last year's runner-up Jamaican national football team and India national football team. That's it on the ADBN News. Remember to watch us live on DSTV channel 258, on Star Times channel 140, Avo TVI, Limax TV World app, and Niger TV app. For more stories, visit our website at www.adbntv.com. You can also watch us live from every part of the world by logging on to www.adpntv.com/live. I am Idara Uduak Udo. Good morning.
ADBN, Advocate Broadcasting Network.
Welcome to FCT in Focus, your window to the vibrant heartbeat of Nigeria's capital. We dive deep into the core of the FCT, exploring how key policies and decisions shape lives across the city. From exclusive insights into the FCT administration to voices from the streets, we bring you stories that matter. Catch FCT in Focus every Saturday and Sunday at noon. Tune in for the latest stories directly from the nation's hearts.
Step into the heartbeat of the world where news meets real talk. From breakthroughs in diplomacy to humanitarian challenges and scientific milestones, Global Digest takes you beyond the headlines and straight to the heart of the matter. I am Ama Marcus. Be a part of the world unfolding stories at 3 p.m. on ADBN, channel 258 on DSTV, and Star Times, channel 140. Global Digest, your window to the world's current affairs, only on Advocate Broadcasting Network.
Niger TV app, ADBN TV, Linux Well TV app. To get the latest news straight to your phone, join our WhatsApp TV channel. Just search for ADBN TV and hit the follow button. Turn on your notification to stay updated and never miss any part of the experience. Stay in the conversation with us across social media handles. On X at ADBN TV, Instagram at ADBN TV, Facebook ADBN TV, YouTube ADBN TV. Keep visiting our website on www.adbntv.com. Watch us live anytime, anywhere. ADBN TV, a part of you.
It doesn't take a pandemic or an epidemic to know that clean hands save lives. Hand washing is essential anytime, anywhere to protect your health. So keep washing your hands, not just when they're dirty, but even on the go. Stay safe, stay healthy, keep your hands clean.
Do you know what Gamalin 20 is?
It is a dangerous chemical pesticide, never meant for human consumption. Sadly, some fishermen illegally use Gamalin 20 to catch fish, poisoning not just the water, but the food on your plate. Here's how to spot fish caught with Gamalin 20. Fish that look unusually fresh but stiff. A strange chemical smell, sometimes like kerosene, when cooked. Pale or bleached gills, peeling scales, or sunken eyes. Eating such fish can cause nausea, vomiting, and even damage your liver and kidneys. In severe cases, it can lead to life-threatening health complications. Remember, using Gamalin 20 for fishing is a crime. It harms people, rivers, and marine life. Protect your health. Buy fish only from trusted sellers. Report suspicious fishing practices to the authorities. Together, let's keep our waters safe and our meals healthy. Welcome to the Niger Delta, a region of incredible beauty and stark contrast. From its breathtaking landscapes to its rich cultural heritage, this is a place where history and modernity collide. But beneath this serene surface lies a story of struggle and resilience. The Niger Delta is the lifeblood of Nigeria's economy, home to vast oil reserves that fuel the nation, yet it is a land where the people fight for their share of the wealth. Join us on the program Niger Delta Today as we explore the heart of the Niger Delta, discover the vibrant cultures, the struggles for environmental justice, and the stories of the people who call this place home. This is the Niger Delta, a land of contrast, a story of resilience, a journey of hope. Don't miss our exclusive series, Niger Delta Today, every day at 12 noon, only on ADBN TV. Witness the untold stories, experience the journey, be part of the change.
In a world of overwhelming voices, where everyone has different opinion on different issues, it is important that we bring the core issue to the fore. Join me, Nancy Banigo, on Softline as we lend our voices to inform and influence your thoughts and actions. This is not just mere talk, it is an invocative program that touches the core of our existence.
The global business is never static. Watch the market report on ADBN TV for business information, latest happening business deals, government economic policies, stock, crude oil and commodity trading, financial upstick and downstick, and the world of organized private sector. The market report showing on ADBN TV 1 to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday. The market report bringing you up to speed in the business world. Welcome to FCT in Focus, your window to the vibrant heartbeat of Nigeria's capital. We dive deep into the core of the FCT, exploring how key policies and decisions shape lives across the city. From exclusive insights into the FCT administration to voices from the streets, we bring you stories that matter. Catch FCT in Focus every Saturday and Sunday at noon. Tune in for the latest stories directly from the nation's hearts.
Step into the heartbeat of the world where news meets real talk. From breakthroughs in diplomacy to humanitarian challenges and scientific milestones, Global Digest takes you beyond the headlines and straight to the heart of the matter. I am Amma Marcus. Be a part of the world unfolding stories at 3 p.m. on ADBN, channel 258 on DSTV, and Star Times, channel 140. Global Digest, your window to the world's current affairs, only on Advocate Broadcasting Network.
With less than a year to the 2027 general elections, as several political parties concluding their primaries to select candidates for various offices, stakeholders have expressed deep concern over the current state of Nigeria's democracy.
It is quite evident that years after, our democracy has degraded to a charm. Public confidence in electoral credibility depends heavily on the trust that the citizens, the electorate, have in the electoral umpire. I must warn them that democracy does not belong to politicians. Democracy belongs to the citizens of every country that decides to be democratic.
Experts say political parties must stop dragging INEC into their internal crisis, highlighting the critical role of the Commission in ensuring credible elections in 2027.
Uploading of candidates closes in June, but we have a problem. INEC is being dragged into party crisis and that it did not create. INEC's job is to monitor, not decide who the chairman of the party is. When INEC begins to pick which faction to observe, it loses moral authority to reject manipulated results in February 2027.
This meeting reminds us that an investment in the integrity of our election is a direct investment in the fundamental functions of government.
As political activities intensify ahead of the 2027 elections, many stakeholders believe that restoring public confidence in democracy will require collective action from citizens, political parties, and the Electoral Commission. Joshua Mohammed, ADBN News.
With hours to the Eid el-Kabir celebration, the FCT Police Command has activated a robust security architecture across the nation's capital to guarantee the safety of residents and visitors. The special security operation, codenamed Operation Sweep FCT, is being carried out in collaboration with the military, Department of State Services, NSCDC, FRSC, Nigeria Immigration Service, and other relevant security stakeholders. As part of the operation, security personnel staged a massive show of force across major districts and entry points into the capital city, with armed operatives and security vehicles patrolling strategic locations. The Joint Task Force says the operation is aimed at preventing criminal activities, improving response time, and boosting public confidence throughout the festive period.
We are not oblivious of the fact that there is the issue of some element of security threat. So going together with all the security agencies will further boost them, the security of the citizens to know that, yes, we are good to go.
The FCT has been divided into different security sectors with round-the-clock surveillance, intelligence gathering, and coordinated patrols already in full operation, especially across border communities and strategic locations. As Muslim faithful join others to celebrate Eid el-Kabir, the police command is urging residents to remain law-abiding, stay vigilant, and report suspicious movement or activities to security agencies. From the nation's capital, Fumilola Adeyemi, ADBN News.
The Bureau of Public Procurement has commended the Niger Delta Development Commission for introducing reforms aimed at digitalizing its procurement processes. Speaking during the Procurement Policy Reform and Digitalization Stakeholders Sensitization and Training Summit in Port Harcourt, Director General of the BPP, Dr. Adebowale Adedokun, described the initiative as a major step towards strengthening transparency and accountability in public service.
We want to go digital, use technology. The population of Niger Delta is almost 80% youths. They are tech savvy. They know how to use technology on their phones. So what NDDC is doing is to provide opportunity for the youths to understand that they can use digitalization to make money. They can use technology to gain contracts. They can use technology for development. So what we're doing at BPP is to support NDDC in actualizing digitalization, because federal government is doing that.
Managing Director of the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, Dr. Samuel Obuku, said the commission was committed to global best practices and institutional reforms that would accelerate development in the Niger Delta. He explained that the digital platform would reduce paperwork, improve accessibility, and fast-track project implementation.
Because technology is also improving, and technology is also making life easier. Coming to the level of digitization of our procurement process, it also reduces fraud, it reduces corruption, it guarantees equity, probity, and accountability. That means you get what you deserve. And you can never be shortchanged, because those records can never be manipulated. So for the sake of transparency, having transited from transaction to transformation. So the transformational phase is where we are right now.
Director of Procurement at the NDDC, Dr. Chus Osuji, said the contractors would now engage the Commission through an online procurement system that also includes a feedback mechanism for stakeholders.
Because when you go e-procurement, what it means is that anybody across the world can log in and bid. And then it removes the human interface. So most of the analysis will be done by computers. It won't be very easy to manipulate. So then if they are not competitive, they won't be able to procure these bids. They won't be able to win. And then at the end of the day, the challenges of the Niger Delta region in terms of capacity development will still remain. When the people don't bid, don't win, how do you develop them? So that's the essence of this trading.
Speaking for the contractors and consultants, Dr. Marizu Uche praised the digitalization and pledged cooperation for the seamless transition. He urged the NDDC to review its payment system to eliminate delays for executed contracts.
Being that if you have a single platform connecting the BPP and NDDC towards a single source of procurement, monitoring, and payments, that is the best thing that has ever happened to NDDC. So I'm very proud, very happy, and that's what I was reiterating, that I was extremely happy with this managing director for being able to implement it, because it's actually been something that we've been advocating for a long time.
The training workshop themed Promoting Best Procurement Practices and Digital System for the NDDC was held across the 9 Niger Delta states. Innocent Wite, ADBN News.
Here is it. I thank you very much. Our economy has undergone significant structural reform, supported by new tax laws and fiscal policies that have boosted revenue collection for the Federation. We promise to remove financial barriers to higher education for our youth. Yes, we have established the Nigerian Education Loan Fund with over 282 billion disbursed and over 1.5 million beneficiaries in school. We promise an improved power supply and end to estimated billing. In the past 3 years, we have closed the metering gap by supplying 2.5 million meters via Presidential Metering Initiative. We have established a 4 trillion bond program to settle verified legacy debt owed to Gencos and gas companies. Under our administration, power generation sometimes peaks at 6,000, 50% higher than we had inherited. But we are not there yet until we have uninterrupted 24 hours rate electricity. We move away from wasteful subsidy, corrupt invested, rent-seeking approach to businesses, unstable exchange rate, and weak infrastructure. Today, we are witnessing a great turnaround. The Naira is strengthening, foreign reserves are rising, and our economic outlook is positive, despite the inflationary disruption caused by war in Iran and geographical crisis in the Middle East. We have strengthened macroeconomic stability through improved revenue. The performance is high, financial management and a better fiscal coordination is ensuring. We have prioritized infrastructure across street transportation, power, digital economic connectivity, housing, and irrigation as engine for inclusive growth. We are building concrete, durable roads and super highways along the coast. And you've seen the documentary on Sokoto Badagry Road. We expect that road to last over 100 years. By improving our airports and seaports after decades of neglect, we have reformed the oil and gas sector, and we are attracting billions of dollars in fresh investment in a sector that was almost comatose. Our social investment and human capital program targets vulnerable households, youth, women, and small businesses. At this stage, I must pause to thank my darling wife, standing beside me, for her efforts in supporting the program of this government, rekindling, renewing, and working seriously to help the vulnerable and the infant. In addition, we are reclaiming our national values and ethos anchored on unity and unbroken bonds of togetherness. While our funding and now revived national anthem recognizes our diversity, it reminds us of the work we need to do to forge a stronger and a more perfect union. Though tribes and tongues may differ, in brotherhood we stand. As Nigerians, we must continue to stand together for our country against all forces that seek to divide us. They will try, but we must be firm, be together, be our brother's keeper. Yet, challenges remain. Many Nigerians still struggle with rising costs and economic adjustment. We do not dismiss these concerns, We understand them and govern not in comfort, but in reality, with honesty and action. It might be tedious, hard, but yes, we are not made for easy roads. We want to bequeath prosperity and a better life to our children yet unborn. We are paying the price now, laying the foundation. I must also acknowledge the security challenges still confronting all in many parts of our beloved nation. I assure you that I take seriously the responsibility to safeguarding the lives and property of every Nigerian. Our government has intensified efforts to strengthen our security architecture, support our brave armed forces and the police, and forge stronger partnership with local communities. We will win the battle against banditry. We will not rest until we restore peace, stability to every corner of our country. Our resolve is unwavering. Our goal is clear. A Nigeria where every citizen can live, work, and aspire without fear. As leaders and members of this great party, we should all be proud of what we have achieved for our country since our party took over governance in 2015. And of the outstanding economic progress we have recorded in the last 3 years of my administration. However, the work we began is unfinished. In accepting this nomination, I renew my commitment to serve our nation with even greater determination. With another 4 years of disciplined focus on national cooperation, we will firmly place Nigeria on an irreversible path of economic expansion, industrialization, energy security, infrastructure development, food sovereignty, and democratic consolidation. Our mission remains clear: to build a Nigeria where every life, including property, is secure, where enterprises thrive, where workers earn with dignity, where young people find opportunity, and where farmers prosper, and where every Nigerian, regardless of background, can dream big and succeed well. To those who may disagree with us politically, we extend a hand of partnership in nation building. You may be angry with our party. We don't have to agree. To those who differ with our philosophy, we offer a dialogue and engagement, not anger. Confident that the sincerity of our purpose and the result of our work will speak for themselves. Democracy is sustained not by uniformity. We don't have to agree, but by diversity, by a shared belief in the nation and the blending of ideas. I hold you no grudge, including Osifo will spend his money. Let us come together as Nigerians, from north to south, east to west, to consolidate our gains, tackle our challenges, and seize the promise of a greater tomorrow. The task ahead requires patriotism and collective effort. This next election must not merely be a contest of parties of ideas, but a reaffirmation of Nigerian democratic maturity. Thank you, APC. You've demonstrated that maturity. And as a government, we have taken giant steps. Don't let us give into complacency by allowing politicians with no clear alternative vision to take our country backwards. We no go great. With faith, confidence in our people, and hope in our future, I accept this nomination with a renewed resolve to serve our people. I thank all our party members for bestowing on me the honor of being a torchbearer and candidate in January 2027 election. The journey so far has been challenging, but your support has been encouraging. There's no doubt about that. Kasim Shettima, thank you very much. Together, and with the help of God Almighty, we shall build a more secure, united and prosperous Nigeria for generations to come. I pledge to build an even more inclusive government, one that listens, the government that learns, and leads with the best interests of Nigeria at heart. May God bless the All Progressive Congress. May God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much.
For your news on the go, ADBN is everywhere you are. Stay connected with us across all our social media and streaming platforms for exclusive news updates, captivating stories, and more. Join the ADBN community today via our various platforms. An Apple TV app, ADBN Channel 121, Niger TV app, ADBN TV, Linuxwell TV app. To get the latest news straight to your phone, join our WhatsApp TV channel. Just search for ADBN TV and hit the follow button. Turn on your notification to stay updated. and never miss any part of the experience. Stay in the conversation with us across social media handles. On X at ADBN TV, Instagram at ADBN TV, Facebook ADBN TV, YouTube ADBN TV. Keep visiting our website on www.adbntv.com. Watch us live anytime, anywhere. ADBN TV, a part of you.
Hello, a very good morning to you and Eid Mubarak to all the Muslim faithful worldwide. Well, today also coincides as Children's Day, and Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has wished Nigerians a wonderful Eid celebration while also wishing children in Nigeria a happy Children's Day. The president has stated that he is calling for national unity while promising better economic reforms as well as more stringent security measures in the country. Well, this story is captured on the front pages of a number of newspapers this morning, and we'll be taking a look at them one after the other. But remember that we read these stories out as published by the newspaper houses, and they do not in any way represent our stand or position here at ADBN TV. We'll be more than excited to hear from you across our social media platforms on Facebook, on YouTube, and on X. Remember to be civil in doing so. Well, that record being set straight, let's pick up the first paper of the lineup this morning, the New Telegraph newspaper with the headline story. On the New Telegraph, Eid al-Kabir, Children's Day. Tinubu assures Nigerians of improved security, calls for national unity. Says youngsters deserve inclusion, protection, opportunities. While Akpabio, Abbas, Barrow, Kalu, others urge sacrifice, unity, prayers. Federal government slashes train fares by 50% for Salah celebration. Well, this story is continued on news pages 2, 3, 5, and 6 of the New Telegraph. Let's see some stories at the very top before we walk our way down. Above the masthead, PMS, marketers counter local refiners as May import escalates by 40% to 431 billion naira. And the report states that Nigeria, West Africa's growth to remain stable at 4.7%. Healthy diet now costs Nigerians 1,541 naira daily as food prices keep rising. ADC presidential primaries, Hayatuddin alleges widespread rigging. Amaechi's camp rejects Imo results. Steer clear of NDC. Obi tells opportunistic politicians. Party built on institutions, not transactions, says Galadima. US launches new strikes on Iran, targeting missile sites and boats. Well, let's see some more stories captured on a New Telegraph newspaper on insecurity. 317 killed, 314 nabbed in May, says the DHQ. CDS directs commanders to sustain operational momentum, troops welfare. Court reserves judgment on Owo terror attack as DSS seeks capital punishment for offenders. Now, of course, you'd find some rider stories. 2027 presidency. Jonathan can participate in election as contestant, says court. Slams 21 million naira on plaintiff. Lawyers comment on Jonathan Ayedatiwa's eligibility judgments. Another court orders INEC to amend 2027 election timetable. Zamfara primaries. Shinkafi drags APC, INEC to court over alleged imposition. Now, a recent study has shown that daily blood pressure swings may age brain faster. Now, these are the stories found on the front page of the New Telegraph newspaper. Well, moving away from the New Telegraph and away from the Eid celebrations, we delve deeper into political matters as the next 6 set of papers carry stories surrounding the African Democratic Congress's presidential primaries and the emergence of former Vice President Alhaji Atiku Abubakar as the flag bearer of the party, with rejection of this result by former Rivers State Governor Rotimi Amechi as well as Hayatuddin. Let's take a look at the Nation newspaper, the Punch, the Daily Monitor, the Daily Times, the First Daily and the Vanguard. Starting off with the Nation, Amechi, Hayatuddin rejects Atiku's win. I'll take that again on the Nation. Amechi, Hayatuddin reject Atiku's win. Above the masthead, Oyo pupils. DSS takes over rescue plan. Air assets deployed. Tinubu pledges improved security in Eid message. And Duke honor to fly PRP, PDP presidential flags. Court strikes out suit seeking to bar Jonathan from contesting. Now, of course, you'd find a message from Tantita Security Services Nigeria Limited wishing Mr. President happy cheers, marking his 3 years in office of courageous and far-sighted leadership. Now, of course, this is also capturing picture of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and it is signed by High Chief Dr. Government Ekpomukolo alias Tompolo, the founder, Tantita Security Services Nigeria Limited.